Time to look back at the tape with our good friend Eric Wood. Eric, the Bills absolutely dominated the Commanders on the defensive side of the ball. What stood out most to you?
Well, the defense has been great through 3 weeks, but they took it to a whole nother level in Washington on Sunday. Terrell Bernard started off a couple huge plays early in this game, including an interception on the first drive of the game. The pass rush throughout the entire game was incredible. 9 sacks on the day. The Bills forced 5 turnovers, including 4 interceptions. And we'll take a look at a lot of these highlights here.
Yeah, let's start with Bernard. He had one of those interceptions, the first of the day on this third down. What did you see here on this play?
Well, here the pass rush is going to get to Howell, so it forces him to make a decision early in this game, and Bernard does a great job of just getting depth on this play, and he's reading the eyes of Howell here. As soon as he sees him where he's got to make a decision because of the pass rush, he can stick right in that passing lane, elevates for the catch, and shows off some of that elite athleticism that he has at linebacker.
Yeah, great play there, and he was far from done because he showed up big on the very next possession. He came up with a big sack, this also coming on third down. What did you see on this pass rush?
The Bills didn't run a lot of 6-man blitzes in this game, but when they did, they were effective. And here, the Bills bring both Milano and Bernard. So interiorly, the defensive tackles, Ed Oliver and Daquan Jones, they're going to eat up all 3 interior blockers. Matt Milano is going to take the running back, and Bernard's going to come free. It takes a lot of speed to be able to run the hoop like this. He's lined up over the right side of the Washington offensive line. He loops all the way around the running back. This is effective because oftentimes, if it's just the offensive lineman, you can pass off these stunts. The problem is you would have to pass this off through the running back to get to Bernard. It's a great design blitz by Sean McDermott and great execution by the defense.
And then just before the half, Micah Hyde got in on the act with his first interception in 2 seasons. Pressure was the catalyst here, right, Eric?
It was. And so here, I mentioned a second ago, not a lot of 6-man blitzes or even 5-man pressures in this game. A lot of times they're bringing linebackers like they are here, but they're just bringing Milano and 3 of the D linemen. So still just a 4-man rush. A.J. Epinesa is going to come free. Micah Hyde knows exactly where Howell wants to go with the football, and that's Gibson in the flat. He jumps it perfectly.
And then right after the half, Washington went on a long sustained drive, but Tre'Davious White comes up with a huge interception right at the goal line. Great to see him get one as well.
Yeah, this is vintage Tre'Davious. He leads the NFL in takeaways in the second half of games since he's entered the NFL. And here, it seems like he's out of position, but Trey White, like I said, vintage Trey, he goes over the top of the receiver to make the play to not only end this drive, but to wipe out any shot at points here. This is one heck of a play by Tre'Davious.
And we talked about the pass rush already, but Leonard Floyd had back-to-back sacks to shut down the Commanders' next drive. This one showed shades of Von Miller.
Yeah, he almost got a little bit of a running start up the field, so the tackle, Wiley, doesn't have much of a chance at all getting him here. He jumps the snap perfectly, and he just uses his elite speed, nice arm swipe at the top of the pass rush to get an easy sack there, and Howell has no chance on this one.
Yeah, and he now leads the team with 3.5 sacks on the season. And then A.J. Epinesa got in on the action, first interception of his career, and he takes it back for a pick 6.
So here, another 4-man just rush. This isn't a pressure, it's not a blitz. A.J. Epinesa drops on the play as Howell scrambles. He pursues up in the pocket. Josh Allen said after the game that they see this often in practice from A.J. Epinesa, that he's kind of got an eye for the ball, that he's made interceptions like this. We just haven't seen it in a game yet. Hopefully we see it more often, but he makes an athletic play, tip the ball to himself, and then shows off a little bit of speed getting his way to his first career touchdown as well.
Great stuff as always, Eric. Thanks very much for the time. We'll catch up with you next week.
Sounds good, Chris. Looking forward to it.